You know that feeling? When you kind of have to make yourself smaller in a relationship. Well, today we're going to dig into that powerful and often really subtle dynamic. What happens when your success, your radiance, actually makes your partner feel insecure? Let's get right into what the source material has to say about it. All right, so the source material we're diving into today kicks things off with a huge question. I mean, it really gets right to the core of this whole thing. So here it is. Are men afraid of women who are more than them? More successful, more charming, just more radiant. It's a big question, right? And it hits home for a lot of us. The good thing is, the material we're looking at, it doesn't back down from this at all. And the short answer? It's a pretty blunt yes. Now, let's be super clear here. The source is quick to say this isn't about all men. Not at all. It's about a very specific dynamic, one that's really fueled by a single thing: insecurity. Okay, so what does that insecurity actually look like, in the real world, day to day? Because the signs can be so subtle, like really easy to miss if you're not paying close attention. And what's really interesting here is that we're not talking about big, loud fights or obvious anger. Nope. It's more about this feeling of discomfort. It's like their own confidence just takes a hit when you're shining. You might notice they get kind of weird or uncomfortable when you dress up or just feel really good about yourself. Your confidence, your radiance, instead of being something to celebrate together, it becomes a trigger for their insecurity. And this is where things get, well, kind of damaging. Because when your own light is constantly met with that negativity, what do? Often, without even realizing it, you start to dim it. It's not like you wake up one day and decide to be less. It's this slow, gradual fade. You know how it goes. It starts small. Maybe you pick a less flashy outfit just so they'll feel more comfortable. Then you start second-guessing what you say, maybe holding back a witty comment or a smart idea. Before you know it, that caution starts to creep into your bigger goals, your ambitions. You start lowering your own standards until one day you look around and realize you've kind of folded yourself into this tiny box just to keep the peace. And that brings us to a really powerful moment of clarity. The problem was never how big you were. It was how small the box they gave you was. Think about it. If you have to shrink yourself to fit with someone, that person was never big enough to walk beside you to begin with. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom, because that's just one side of the coin. The source gives us this awesome contrast: the mature, secure partner. For this person, it's got nothing to do with fear. It's the exact opposite, really. It's all about pride. And really, you can boil it all down to this one simple difference. The insecure person, they need you to get smaller. But the mature one, they want to grow with you. The whole point isn't to compete, it's to rise together, as a team, as equals. So what does that look like? Well, a secure partner is never intimidated when you win. In fact, they're straight up proud to be with someone so brilliant. They're not just putting up with your success, they're your biggest cheerleader. They get that when you grow, the whole partnership gets stronger. Your teammates, plain and simple, never competitors. So this all leads to the big takeaway, the final piece of advice. What do you do if you look around and realize, hey, my light is being dimmed here? And the advice from our source is crystal clear. No gray area here. It's not about trying to fix the other person or getting better at shrinking yourself. It's simple. Walk away. This isn't about giving up. It's about self-preservation. It's about choosing to protect your own flame. But why so definitive? Why is walking away the only real answer here? Well, this last part really drives home exactly what's at stake. It's because a light that has to be hidden to keep a relationship going will, sooner or later, just go out. The very thing you're trying to protect by hiding it is what you end up losing in the end. Wow, a really powerful thought to end on for sure.